Here's how to enter a home office deduction on TurboTax. This is going to be in your self-employed income area. If you haven't started that, then on the left-hand side, you'll see income, and then you can go to wages and salaries, or if you have, you'll see wages and income summary. You can also click self-employment if you already have that entered. But if we get to the summary, then you're going to see your W-2 as well as any self-employment income. If you haven't entered it, you can actually say add more income. There will be a button. It'll show you all of these drop downs, and you can start self-employment underneath the self-employment section. So we're going to review this, and I'm going to show you where that home office deduction is. It's going to be in the expenses section of your self-employment income. So when you start up, you're going to describe your business and basically just tell TurboTax about a line of work. In this case, I've kind of made up one called graphic design, and I'm going to review this line of work. And inside of reviewing it, it's got all the information about that line of work, but then it's going to have our income, which I'm going to skip for now because the next section will be the expenses and deductions. Now you can choose how you want to enter these. I'm going to say enter manually and just hit continue. So none of this is tax advice. It's just education on how to use the TurboTax platform and where to find that home office deduction. By the way, if you do have to pay anything for your federal tax return, there's a link in the description down below or the pinned comment where you can save 20% on that filing with the TurboTax products. I'm a TurboTax affiliate, so it goes to help support this channel. So I appreciate if you want to just save some money on your taxes this year. But right here, we're seeing it already. We see supplies and then we see home office. So we can enter in for that home office deduction just by selecting one of those categories. We're going to continue on, and then we basically can start the home office deduction section. And so you can see all the expenses and income areas of our line of work listed here. So we click on the little pencil icon and we're going to start that home office. We're going to say yes. In this case, of course, if you're looking for this deduction, you have a qualifying home office being used as business, right? And so it's going to ask you some questions, and you got to fill this out in the way that applies to you. I'll just fill it out for me where I don't have more than one. No, I only used one home office all year, so hit continue, and then I didn't share it. In this case, I'm going to say that I used this office for strictly the line of work that we're looking at. And then we can name it, so I can just name this home office and then hit continue. And I'm going to say, yes, it was used for work and nothing else. I regularly used it. That's what a qualifying home office is, that you can actually take that deduction on. And it was primarily where I did this line of work. So I hit continue. Great, I qualify. Continue again. You're going to say when you started using that particular office. You know, for me, I'm going to go ahead and say maybe April 1st, 2024. And then hit continue, and it needs to be on or after the business start date. I forgot, I put this line of work in as starting this year, so I'm going to say it's 01/01/2026. That's because I can't use a home office for this line of work prior to or 2025, not 2026. I can't use this home office for work prior to having actually started the business, right? So in 2025, how many months did I use it? For me, it was 12. I used it for all the months. So this is what you can fill in for your tax situation. What percentage of the work was done here? 100% for me. Hit continue. And then you get into calculating the size of the office. So we could say that your square footage of the office, so the width times the height, we'll say it's 12 by 10, right? So 120 square feet, and your entire home, maybe it's 2,000 square feet. And so it'll do that calculation for you. And there's an easy way and an actual way. The simplified way is the way that I've mostly done it throughout the years. This year, I think I'm looking at the actual expenses, but there's a lot more that you have to go in and fill out. But if you know which one, and you can click and kind of read about them, the simplified one is the easiest. It takes that square footage and it just calculates your deduction. And so I don't know what that screen just said because I clicked continue, but basically you go through that process. It's because I haven't actually put in any income yet. And so the deduction can't go into the negatives. Basically, if you have income, it deducts from that income. And so that's how or where to do the home office deduction on TurboTax. Like I said, use that affiliate link down below to save 20% on your federal tax filing through TurboTax this year. Sign up or sign in, and I appreciate the support. I'll see you guys in the next one.